You're listening to Why You Suck in Bed on the Riotcast Network, riotcast.com.
Let me look at that penis again.
Welcome to Why You Suck in Bed Unplugged.
Wow. Who plays that song? It was so good.
That was awesome.
Pug you, Edwin. What?
Why are you taking credit for that? I just fucking rocked that shit out.
Good job. I taught him that one lesson.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, we're back
Hey.
for our unplugged acoustic version of Why You Suck in Bed.
Week 2.
Week 2. We are still in the man cave of TP. Oh, I have to turn the lights off. Hold on.
We're going to get the mood so that he can take the glasses off.
Oh, yeah.
Perfect. Thank you.
Jeff can now remove his sunglasses.
We're just going to have a jam session. Listen to Jeff rock out.
Pass the D-note.
Anyone got a D-note?
Anyone got some dope I can roll up into a doobie?
So, I'm living with my parents.
Let's talk about living with parents and the depression. Can you play something more blues-like?
What's wrong
Is this
with
not
Dylan?
blues? What
Playing
a
the
dick.
fucking
What the
flute,
fuck?
man.
I want to hear a harmonica, Jeffrey.
I got a recorder over here.
Play a harmonica.
All right. Molly on the harmonica.
We live a sad existence. So tell
This
me
reminds
about...
me of the scene in Adventures in Babysitting, and it's so hard babysitting these kids.
So tell me about how awful it is to live with your parents.
I eat dinner at 4:45.
What else bothers you about living with your parents?
My mom cleans my dirty thongs without my approval.
See, I'll tell you a little something. I hate wearing clothes.
Preach it.
I'm afraid to have hard nipples around my daddy.
And I have to wear 2 pairs of pants with boners.
I can't wear white t-shirts without a bra.
My mom vacuums at 5 in the morning. And my dad shits downstairs in my bathroom. Meanwhile, there's a shitter right next to his fucking room.
My father pees 7 times a night. I think he has prostate cancer. Wakes me up every night with the pee and the snoring.
My dad fills the Britter every 5 seconds. So every time you pick it up, the shit spills all over. I hate that shit.
Break it down.
I have to masturbate on my iPhone underneath my covers in case they walk in.
On it?
I can't masturbate at all because my child bedroom door doesn't lock.
I barely fit on my twin-size bed with my brother's little posters up all over the walls.
I'm afraid to watch TV with my parents. If there's a sex scene, I immediately blush.
I can't shave my pubes up in the sink for fear of a clog.
Me too, I have a hairy bush. I tried
have
to
my own
shave
bathroom.
and I jammed the razor and I got embarrassed and I chickened out. Now my pubes are overgrown and gross and I'm embarrassed.
I still hate wearing clothes.
This is how blues music originated.
we are the pioneers.
My parents won't turn on the heat.
My room is a fucking sauna.
Yeah, my
Come
parents
to my
turned it up too
pad,
high.
it's 45 degrees. I sleep in 2 sweatshirts. My cat's gonna commit suicide.
My parents' cat is 17 years old. It howls all fucking night. And it comes over to me as if I like it, scratching its bony face on my foot.
You hate cats.
I want to kick it.
When I get Amazon packages delivered, my father hides them in the garage.
My dad needs to know everywhere I'm going, including who I'm hanging out with.
My mom doesn't approve of me doing this podcast and talking about my relationship with John.
My mom gets sad when I can't eat dinner at the table with them for 30.
My mom gets mad if I have cheese and crackers and a glass of wine and I call it a meal.
My dad gets pissed if I eat anything that I didn't buy from his refrigerator. That includes his cookies.
Wow.
But my parents keep me really sucked in the wine department.
And my mom cooks very, very well.
And I
And
do
they
love them.
love you.
And we love them too. Sorry, Mom and Dad, we love you.
I love you.
Thanks for letting us
Please,
stay
I
with
hope
you.
you're not listening.
If you are, then I'm going to get spanked when I get home.
I'm punished. Time out.
I'm going to get...
I mean, your parents read 50 Shades of Grey. I guess this isn't too far
Yeah,
off.
my mom
Verse 2.
Oh, wow.
Best segment ever.
So how you guys doing?
I feel a little better now after singing the blues.
That's the point. I live with my
Blues
parents.
is made for.
Yeah,
They're
but
chill. And
I
I'm
know.
of appropriate age to live with my parents.
Fuck you,
Borderline.
Molly.
I know, but I have like a residence that's within my reach that I can't get into,
Yeah.
and that's
I have no other choice.
so fucking frustrating.
I make so little money, I would be destitute.
Well, you can always move into the heap.
Here it is.
Yeah? Can I sleep on your IKEA couch?
It's actually not an IKEA couch.
It's a nice couch.
It pulls out.
Can I
Wow.
point
Much
out
like my
something?
cock.
Hey.
Can I point out that?
The only color in the place is the couch.
Well, first of all, yes, it's like Edward Scissorhands,
And it's red. It's
but
fucking blood red.
I feel like your couch should be bigger. I mean, have you had sex on this couch?
Yes.
It's really small.
That is a feat right there.
Like, do you cuddle on this couch?
Yeah.
Do you have a TV in your bedroom?
Yes.
Okay, because then I would say that's just unacceptable.
Okay.
Because if the only TV was here, then that would be bad, right, Molly? Like, look at this.
Yes, agreed.
I think that would...
The TV in the bedroom, that is the Hitler-Stalin TV.
Oh,
I
okay.
see.
Then I'm okay with
Yeah,
that.
that's where all the, Rebecca...
See, this is
shit
good.
happened.
Then it works for you because if it's a small couch, you can say, "Let's move into the bedroom."
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little
Wow.
cramped
Wow.
out
It's a little
here.
cramped.
Smart strategy, Jeff.
Cramped out here.
No.
It's
yeah.
all thought out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and he has the knives there in case that one gets crazy on him.
Well,
And
they,
he-
they
And the
usually
bananas.
use it on me. Yeah.
And he has the guitar ready to go to play a little...
guitars. I got
Did you
guitars
see
all
the-
over the fucking place.
See the Iron Maiden? Like,
Yeah.
There are like 9 guitars stacked up in the corner.
He's got a flashlight too. That's some funky shit going on. What do
Yeah,
you do
well,
with that thing?
Well, that was just recently used
Since
because of
Sandy.
Sandy. Yeah.
fucking Sandy.
I didn't even know I
Sandy.
had that until Sandy.
fucking hate Sandy so fucking much. Like, fuck her.
All right.
I got, of course, boxes of CDs from bands I'm in that I'm stuck with for the rest of my life that I've never been able to sell. So,
Sweet.
What-
He's
what's-
just like,
what we got
oh, what's
here?
this? Oh, it's one of my bands.
What is it? Oh.
That's
Look at this
Shabaranks
shit.
right there on the cover.
Shaba's looking smoking in this picture.
He's a model.
And you look pretty miserable.
Oh, that's the tortured penis
Yeah.
picture.
Of course, this closet is filled with None More Evil T-shirts and CDs that were never sold.
Can I have this CD?
You can.
Can you sign it?
You will never listen to it, but you can have it, sure.
What are you talking? I've always listened to your CDs.
You won't listen to this one.
Why?
You won't like it.
Why?
It's very experimental.
So
You just
You want
wouldn't
it?
understand.
John doesn't even
There's
want
a song
one.
called
He's just like, here, put it back.
Cheese.
Take
Put it back in the box
I know he
under
was
the
giving-
coffee
Take it,
table.
go
I
ahead.
didn't know he was giving it
Take
to
it,
us.
please.
I think
Wish I
you
could
just
quit
made
you.
him feel weird and was like, hey, now give us these CDs.
Go
that
ahead, take it.
No one ever bought from you.
We like to spread our music. Take it. Go ahead.
Look, this is where I was.
Yeah. Unused flyers from shows past. You know.
Do you
Hey,
just
I
like
spread
sprawl
that
these
shit
out
around.
instead of like rose petals? Do you sprawl out like your flyers?
Yeah, that's how I impress my bitches. Yeah. Look
He
at me.
uses the CDs
I'm a
as,
fucking rock star.
as cup holders and shit.
Yeah.
Coasters.
Saucers.
Saucers.
Saucers. What the fuck is
For the teacups.
Why couldn't I think
Would
of-
you like a spot of tea?
Yeah.
Why couldn't I think of the word fucking...
Crikey! Would you like a spot of tea?
That's what all my
I'm a
t-shirts
rock
are for.
star. I
can't
From my
think of
old
any.
bands, when they're, shirtless and their
Comrades.
bras are all over the floor. Here, wear one of these.
It's my band.
Fucking
baby.
whore.
So let's talk about sex, baby.
I don't know. I kind of forgot what it is.
What it is, what it is.
What to do?
So, have you what kind of discussion did you have with your parents about sex?
Ooh.
That was
I
from left
literally-
field.
No, I mean we just talked about our
I can
parents.
answer that pretty quickly.
Okay.
And-
I
Answer.
believe I was 13 years old, and I think my father threw me a book. Literally threw me a book. Hey, your mom wants me to give you
Hey,
this
let
to
me
get.
throw you a book over
He
there.
threw me a book. He said, hey,
Throw
read
your
this.
book. What was it?
Hey,
I
read
don't-
that.
It was something
Understanding our bodies.
About, yeah, it said, teaching your children about sex.
The miracle of life.
And then he walked out of the room, and that was the end of it.
Hey,
Did you read
A
it?
parenting book about how to teach your kids
Yes,
about sex.
it's exactly what happened.
That's fucked up. Did you read it?
I don't think so. I think I leafed through it over
I would
the years.
definitely-
You jerked
know.
it to the naked chicks.
The illustrations.
I was too busy reading Stephen King at that point, so
Hmm.
I didn't read it.
So what about you, John?
I never had any conversations with
Well,
my
that's
dad about
obvious.
sex, and I think I forget who I told the story to. When I was real young, at some point, I guess when my dick was starting to develop, like
This is going to be a good one.
My dick was starting to
its
develop.
bulging muscles.
It became small to absolutely run of the mill.
at some point the head was like
It
developing.
developed this crown.
I didn't know what was going on. Let's just say that. So I was like, I remember I was like real young. It was just starting to, I guess, come into play. And I
Blossom.
said, I asked my dad something about my penis. I was like, whatever. And he was like, oh. And I think he thought it was going to be like the sex talk. And this is how awkward my dad is. He's like, let's go. And we go into the bathroom and he closes the door and he drops his drawers. And I'm looking at his fucking dick.
Do you smell that scent? That's because I stand while I wipe.
I'm looking at his dick, and I remember looking away and being like, whoa, and then being like, what do you want to ask me about your dick? And I was like, and I was mortified, and I never asked him anything ever again.
He traumatized
I
you.
never asked him about anything ever again about anything.
I don't think that was included in the parenting book that Jeff received.
Maybe he was in the appendix. I don't know.
Molly, can you imagine if your mom dropped her drawers and like, what do you want to know?
Okay.
Ask
Here,
me
hold
about
it.
my vad.
Hold these back. These are the lips. Now look in there. What do you see?
What do you see? You see that little guy? The little
I was like, I don't know. Is it supposed to be doing that? Is it supposed to be? He's like, oh yeah, it's just like, that's normal. Any other questions? I'm glad we had to talk. We're out. That was.
Well, I opened the doors when I started budding. My boobies were budding.
No, that's a good time to start talking.
And,
when the boobs come in.
I don't know if Molly, if you recall this, but when boobies start budding, there's like
It was like 3 years.
there's like
for
a
her.
really
3 years ago. For
Yeah.
there's like a really hard ball that starts forming.
Yeah.
And I was like,
True.
what the fuck
Wait,
is this?
whoa! Where?
They're
In
under
the-
your nipple.
Under your nipple.
Under the nip.
It's a hard ball.
Mm-hmm.
It feels like a tumor.
So like you have your nipple, and then underneath the nipple.
It's like feels like a little like almost like a BB gun, a BB.
What?
Yeah.
That's so fucking weird.
Yeah, imagine how weird we thought it was.
I'm like, what the fuck is this?
For me, I just remember having a sausage, and then all of a sudden, like there's like this.
Massage.
It's like the skin was pulling away, and the head was forming.
Like the alien.
I was just gonna say like alien.
Like it was like peeling off of it, and I was like,
I
"Oh
think-
my god!" I thought I had a
you were
sore.
molting.
I thought I had a sore.
Well, I thought I had cancer. So I'm like, Mom, I have this heart. And now my mother is a nurse. So you'd think she'd be like, no, honey, you're just budding. She was like, let's go to the doctor. So I had to get felt up by my pediatrician.
God.
And he's like, no, she's just getting breasts.
But I want to see you 2 more times next week.
What's fucked up is that, like, your parents had to have gone through that too, so why would they leave you hanging like that?
I don't think it was discussed back then. I think everyone was just repressed.
Yeah.
And then what happened was, next thing I know, I'm sitting in Our Body Ourselves workshop with a fucking workbook this thick, like 2-3 inches thick. And my mom's with me, and she's like, do you have any questions? And I'll never forget, I was sweating like a whore in church. I was so embarrassed. I think that was when I had my first panic attack. I'm like, no, I don't have any questions. It was just like they were illustrations of women with bushes on the overheads.
The ovaries.
There was like overhead projectors with the plastic and the ovaries and the menses, and you saw the vagina with like blood coming out of it.
Did you go to Catholic school? Because
No.
I was instructed on this by fucking like nuns.
Well, can I tell you guys something?
Filling out diagrams of penises.
You guys met my boyfriend, right? Mm-hmm. Do you know what he does for extra money?
Nude model?
He's a sex educator.
What?
And he does workshops for prepubescent kids and their parents on
No way.
sex and
That's
puberty.
fucking awesome.
With his origami tree?
And he has
I can actually, with his personality, I could see that.
And
Him
he
being
has-
like, hey, let's talk about dicks. Hey, who's got a dick in
Hey,
here?
let's see it. Come on.
Who's got a dick? Let's talk about it.
Oh, yeah. So he has a question and answer period, and he hands out index cards. And most of the time, he gets a couple of questions from the fathers.
Is it true
Who are
that
like,
if you don't
why
use
won't
it-
my dick satisfy my wife? So he gets these things, and he ends up reading them aloud.
Oh my
Because
God.
he's like, you know what? Fuck them. Let their son hear what they wrote.
Will Charlie, stand up, please. I'm reading your question.
So
anyway,
instead of asking, like, how do I educate my son?
it's like, what am I
It's
No,
like-
because they're fucking with them. Like, because they're assholes. So anyway, but I'm sure the women, mommy-daughter one is totally different. But the men are just like, yo, how's my dick? My dick doesn't satisfy my wife anymore. Whatever. Anyway, I got off track. So
Because you're a ball bag.
I went to My Body Myself, and then I have a sibling, and he started asking all these questions, like, Mom, what are these for? Holding up, like, boxes of tampons in the supermarket. What's this for? Tell me, Mom, tell me. And my mother would, like, run out humiliated. I was, like, cowering, like, shut up, let's pretend it doesn't exist. Like, I just didn't want to talk about it. Now, it's interesting that I am hosting a sex podcast.
So ironic.
Don't you think?
Don't you think? It's like going crazy when you're already nuts.
You haven't been fucked and had it brought out of you yet.
Can you please, like, I have, like, a visual that your penis is like a spoon and you're scraping the crazy off the walls of my vagina. Like, I'm going to bring it out. I'm going to scrape it out of the bottom of
No,
the jar.
it's more like fishing. My dick is the lure that.
And my pussy fish just bites.
That's right. And it gets stuck in the roof of your mouth, and I pulled the crazy right out.
God! Molly, please talk to us about your sex ed adventures.
I think my parents gave me a book.
I fucked my first sex ed teacher, Molly.
Yeah. No, my parents gave me a book. My mom's like, ask any questions you'd like. So I just didn't ask any questions. But then, when I finally did start having sex, like I said at 15, I tried to pass it off to my mom and be like, I think I need to see a gynecologist. Like, I heard that, like, once you get your period, you're supposed to see one. She's like, oh, that means you're having sex. I'll take you to get birth control. But she was cool about it.
That's
I'd
awesome.
probably freak the fuck out if I had a daughter that started fucking at 15.
See, my parents didn't even acknowledge that I could be having sex and never offered to take me for birth control. And
Me neither.
yeah.
But that brings me to the fact that birth control fucks you up. And now I attribute all my anxiety as a teen to the fact that I was on birth control since I was 15.
Really?
Yeah.
Because of the hormones?
Yeah. Fucks you
interesting.
up anyway. And you're going through so much shit at that age anyway.
So that's why all the whore girls
Are crazy
got
as hell?
huge knockers
were
all of a
crazy
sudden.
Well,
in
I'm
high
on birth
school.
control now. I've been on it for a long time.
That
but
explains a lot.
it's like there are a new generation of pills now that don't have as many side effects. And also, I'm not going
Apparently.
through puberty.
I tried all that shit though, and that's why I got an IUD. No
I've heard-
hormones equals better.
A friend of mine recently contacted me to tell me that his girlfriend's IUD failed.
It happens, but regular birth control.
How does
fails.
that? It just falls out. Like,
No,
it's in the
she
wrong
got, she got
place.
pregnant. She got pregnant.
His hook made a hole in it.
It's really
Pull it.
dangerous to get pregnant on it too.
It is. It is.
You could have an ectopic pregnancy.
She did.
Really?
oh, I don't even know what that is, and it made my dick like hurt.
Wait, you don't know what an ectopic?
Are you fucking
Can we change
kidding
the
me?
name of this podcast to Educating John?
So John doesn't know shit about shit.
An ectopic pregnancy
I
is
feel like
when,
we talked about this once.
it's
and
when
I
the
s-
baby forms in the fallopian tube.
Right, we did because you explained. You
And the
yelled
baby
at me.
the baby doesn't survive.
Yelled at me for not knowing about it. Explained it, and then I didn't remember this time.
It's amazing. You like block that shit out. You have a good memory. For
If
other
it
things.
makes my testicles hurt when you say it, then I try and forget it.
That's a good to know. That's a good to know. So now that you're back at your parents, have you had the urge for ZD fucking?
Oh,
No,
yeah.
First of all,
This
it
is a
was
good
it was elbows. It wasn't ziti.
It was elbow
excuse me.
macaroni.
Elbow macaronis.
Can someone back me on this? I
It
think
was
he
not
said it was
ZD.
ZD because there was more boxes of ZD.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jeff.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Did I say ziti? Was it ziti?
Molly already told us she has no memory, so we can't go
Yeah,
on her.
that's
Yeah.
true.
Maybe I'm.
It was never confirmed at first, but then finally you did
You
say
said-
because there was many boxes.
There are, yeah.
Of
and
ZD.
That's
And
all
she
I-
wouldn't miss it.
That's why you chose
There's
it.
lots of ziti. There's lots of elbows. There
That
still
was
are.
her go-to
Still are.
pasta, so that's
Do you
why
have
you
any-
went for it.
No,
guilt?
I don't.
Do you know how horrified your mom would be to find out that you fucked one of her pasta boxes?
Why don't you drop it next time you see her?
I should.
You know what? My mom couldn't handle the fact that I watched a Christmas special on the History Channel, and it talked about how fucking Santa Claus is just made up. Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert!
So kids, don't listen.
Turn off the show, kids.
Stop
Wait,
listening.
why did she freak out?
Because she's like, that's not true. Santa Claus is based on Saint Nicholas or something. And I was like, no, it's not. It's based on some pagan bullshit.
Okay.
Shall I get the blues going again?
That has nothing to do with how scandalized she would be if she found out you fucked pasta.
I mean, what?
No, actually,
You're right, apples
actually,
and
no.
oranges.
I take
That's
that.
an interesting diversion
No.
technique on that one.
Obviously, you don't know my mom because my mom would be more upset about finding out that Santa Claus doesn't actually exist or anything having to do with like Christmas or
That's true.
religion.
Then
Can
the
I-
fact
can
that you
I-
were putting your penis in bags of her
She'd
pasta.
be like, "Did you throw out the pasta? Okay, then that's fine."
Bullshit. Can
Did
I
you
just
clean
say,
it up after yourself?
she would
Okay.
say Jesus was watching you and he didn't like it.
And now you got hairy palms.
What are the chances of getting your sister on this show?
It would have to be timing.
No,
because-
I know because she lives far away. But I want to get her on here because
I do too.
I'm fat because we already know what growing up in his household, like how it affected
From
a male.
perspective.
I want to know how it affected a female. Like, does she
I'm
wipe
really
standing
interested.
up?
Well, she's a chick. She probably doesn't. An older
I
girl.
need to
'Cause
know.
you don't have a dick, so you could just like slide it through like a credit card.
Does she?
Slide.
Does she know what an ectopic pregnancy is? I want to know.
What did she do with pasta?
Ew.
Yeah.
And-
I had to fucking boil the pasta. She could just leave it right out of the box.
Oh yeah, she can get like a huge rigatoni,
There you go.
Manicotti.
manicotti.
Some of that
On the gut.
lasagna.
But they're very like crispy shells, and
Little
if they broke,
crack
that would
inside.
like that would just break.
I'm
up.
also
She could
the
have been
only
a sadist.
non-Italian.
I'm not Italian, dude. Don't you
Really?
dare. Oh,
I
fuck
thought you
that.
were.
How dare you?
But you have. I'm sorry. I only assume because you have such a wide knowledge of pasta types,
You know
and
why?
I know shit about pasta.
I have dated so many fucking Italians, and then I learned that I
see.
need to go the way of the Jew. And once I learned that,
you haven't learned that yet, have you?
no, I'm not. I don't have a
I
drop
don't
of
like
Italian.
Jewish boys that much.
I love Jews. Italians can go shove it.
Hey, we shove it all right. We shove it good.
I dated a lot of little
Shove my
Italians.
brajol.
The brajol right in
But
the.
you know what always fucked me with the Italian boys?
They fucked you.
No, they were like more in love with their moms than me. And
Oh,
you two, I
yeah,
know that's
and
not the case.
Because you're
Oh,
fucking.
fuck no.
Because you're fucking needy.
My mom's the devil.
Are you giving
Wow!
more attention to your
Oh,
mama?
breaking news.
What?
Your mom's the devil?
Yeah.
Why?
I thought this was common knowledge.
No, I don't think so.
I ain't met your mama.
You're not hiding behind your sound effects.
I know.
So now
we're getting a real scoop.
How does your thoughts about your mother affect your sex life?
Oh boy, we're getting into it.
I ain't Barney. I don't connect the two.
You don't compare women to your mom?
Fuck no.
On some level, it has to affect your choice in women.
It must happen subconsciously.
If your mom's the devil and crazy, and you date crazy women, are you trying to
Just admit it.
What's it called? Do you remember what I told you?
A recurring nightmare syndrome.
No! He always gets it wrong!
A repeating dream sequence.
A sequel.
Repetition compulsion.
Same fucking thing.
A reoccurring nightmare, blah, blah. Pasta, something.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we're getting to the bottom of this.
You think?
See, Jeff, you have to come to terms with this.
You
I've
can
come
cure
to
the
terms
crazy in a girl. You can cure the crazy in your mom.
with the fact that my mom's crazy.
Oh, I've known this. My mom is a borderline, and my sister is a borderline, and this is who I grew up with. So this is all I
familiar.
know. I know.
I think what I'm hoping for is that my mom cooled out a little later in her life.
And that's what you think the chicks are going to do.
Maybe they'll eventually cool out.
But I
For
remember...
me, it's just, this is all I know. This is all I know how to handle. I don't know how to handle normal chicks. So I just stick with the crazy
Well, what
ones.
scares you about a normal chick? I mean, you must have come across a normal chick here and there.
Yeah, they're usually
They don't-
dating my friends.
No, they're
Stop
just
it.
no. Those are the girls that are hiding the crazy when they're out in public.
Here we go.
Here we
With
go.
the fish hook.
Fucking dick. You are such a dick.
Dude, it's your hormones. You're all fucking crazy and fucked up inside.
Okay.
But you're hot, so it's okay.
You have a vagina.
Girls are hot, so it's okay.
Girls got vaginas.
Fine, so-
I like vaginas.
How did I become crazier after we fucked?
Good question.
By calling me out right now and making me feel awkward.
No, you just don't have an answer because I'm actually a normal chick.
Because he needs to find a reason for the fact that his girlfriends were always
Maybe
crazy.
it's you.
We're also not dating, too, so it doesn't count.
That's true. How does that not count?
Doesn't count. There's a one-night stand or two-night stand or... Wait, how many times was it? 4 times?
25.
It wasn't
Whatever.
25.
Well, you guys fucked.
I've been scratching it into my wall. Sandy ruined it. Every time we fucked, I put a scratch in the wall.
I was wondering what that was. I knew you didn't have a cat.
All right. Do you want to do some Stacy shit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to do. Do it.
Stacy shit.
It's Stacy
Shit.
Wah, 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 wah.
Meow. Okay. So where's the iPad?
Right over here.
Yeah, time for some Stacy shit. Here she comes, the one and only
By the
doctor
way,
in charge.
We're still without equipment. We're still without a studio. So please donate. Please go to our site. and
Give a round of
Amazon,
applause for you and my favorite doctor,
Gamefly, and all that other
Come
stuff.
on down.
Dr. Stacy shit.
You're an asshole. All right. So Molly did such a solid by researching some info for our show today. Since Jeff and I are living the Amish existence, here is an article that Molly found in salon.com.
What,
Yes.
on what?
Salon.com.
On what?
That an expert says that guys don't want casual sex.
Nope.
Okay.
Explain. Before I start yelling.
It
explain.
argues against the Casanova stereotype that men want sex all the time with as many women as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Tell me more.
Boys are socialized that it's natural for guys to be promiscuous, and this leads to the stereotype.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Go on.
Evolutionary biology says that although men should want to spread their seed,
They want
if they want
procreate.
their genes to be passed down through multiple generations, it's better if they stick around until the child
to
can
make
pass
sure
on
it
their
pops out.
genes.
Right, make sure it pops out and it's protected.
Mm-hmm. The good guy, as portrayed by modern media, tends to be the guy who is also what?
Gay.
Promiscuous.
Oh.
Yep.
Wait, what? The good guy?
No, okay,
Is
I-
also promiscuous.
Well, modern media portrays the main character
Like,
as the good guy, and
people
he
like
also
the
tends to be
Fonz.
promiscuous, like the Fonz, Charlie Sheen on 2.5 Men, right?
Yeah, but
Like
they're all-
Barney
We're
Stinson.
calling the Fonz
But they're
current?
also
Well,
No,
I'm
okay.
just okay. Listen,
they're also
like
good
Barney
guys on
Stinson
shows.
on-
but they
Barney
don't-
Stinson,
on-
yeah,
They-
How I Met Your Mother.
There are a lot
He's
of
like the likable character, but
Yeah.
he's like the player.
the player.
But there's a lot of shows where there's a good guy, the quote unquote good guys on it, and they get the chick, and you know what? Actually, in reality, that doesn't happen until you start to become a little bit of an asshole.
All right. You know what? Shut up for
You're
a minute. Let me
generalizing.
finish this article. So basically, this article says that only 15% of men have 3 or more partners in any given 12-month span, and that will eventually drop to 5%. And it argues that this causes girls to do things sexually with men in order to lure them into relationships because they assume
But
that that's what they want.
Right. They want trampolines and fucking things shoved up their ass.
Swings can be confusing for men who grow up being told that they should want to be the player, right? And I have to say, you know, John, you might pretend to be Mr. Fuckman.
I am.
Yeah,
fuck man.
but
I am
okay,
fuck
John is a
man.
perfect example.
Yes, I
Fuck
think.
man.
And I've encountered
Come here
so
and
many
feel
men
my thrust.
like John
Yeah.
that like talk a lot of shit, but then
I'll
you
bet.
get to know them and you realize that they're actually looking for something stable.
Yeah. Because I've known John.
never said that on this show.
I've known John for a long time, and he's the first to say that you don't want to just fucking hook up. And actually, he's not. Like, we already established this. That he said that if he bangs someone on the first date, it's because he just knows it's over.
Right.
I'd be playing the clip right now.
Right.
Insert clip.
And that you
now.
tend not to do that. And that you tend to kind of like want to create a relationship.
But it also brought up the fact that it used General Petraeus, this fucking CIA guy that's banging his biographer, saying that even though that seems like, oh, he just wanted to mass on the side, it's more like he was with her a lot. It was almost like a second relationship.
Yeah.
It wasn't just for, even that is not just for the sex.
Exactly. I find that a lot of dudes who end up cheating on their wives, and I'm not saying that's okay, but it also tends to be an emotional affair. They work with her, you know, they know the person. So I think that you're right. I think we're very quick to say that men just want to fuck. And they are controlled by their sex drive more than women, generally.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's fair to say
But
that
to
all
blame
men...
it
No,
on that
and-
all the time
and-
is bullshit too.
This article struck me because I realized recently that I guess I was socialized like that too. I usually assume men are very hardy, can take any insult I throw at them. Mm-hmm. I just forget about the fact that they have feelings too, because in media they're portrayed as
So you
whatever,
were a
everything
dick.
rolls on. I
Fuck
am.
men.
I'm a fucking asshole. I'm an
So am
asshole
I.
to men.
I'm
I
really
assume
mean
that
to
they don't have
Superman.
feelings.
Yeah, I'm really mean to Superman. Really mean.
And it's true that like men can generally, they seem to take things better, but that's probably because they're taught not to show as much emotion,
Right.
and
It's
that
true.
sucks.
Don't
I feel
cry.
like I
And you
feel
know
like a
what's-
bitch.
But you know what sucks for me is that if there's a guy who's always showing emotion, then I don't want to fuck him.
True. Yeah, you don't want
it's like-
you don't want the really sensitive guy.
Son, don't cry or be a vegetarian, you pussy.
Men have a lot of shit to live up to. There's a
They
lot
do.
of
I
fucking
feel-
double standards.
I feel bad.
Yeah.
And
and
I'm
we
sorry.
gotta keep it
I'm
hard all the
repentant.
time. Whenever you guys are ready. Not when we're ready to fuck, when you're ready. Then our dick's gotta be hard.
Truth.
When your shit's wet and ready to go, then our shit has to get
Oh,
hard.
baby, my shit's wet.
My shit's wet.
So
Stick it
hot.
in.
So get your shit hard 'cause my shit's wet. That poor guy who actually thinks it is the shit you're talking about. That's the guy I feel for.
Isn't that how it works?
All right. Do you have another article, Molly, you'd like to
Yeah,
read?
we can make this Stacy and Molly shit.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll
So
write
you-
a theme song right
Even
on
though
the
I
spot.
have, even though I have,
Go now.
Go get the recorder. Here we go. Here we
Here
go.
comes the fucking new theme song.
Here we go.
We're gonna call this Molly and Stacy's mutual shit.
Stacy.
And Molly.
taking
are
a shit
gonna
together.
tell you some shit.
I'm taking my clothes off.
Same.
Start dancing. Get
Oh,
up on the
listen
chair.
to our tale of sex and...
Is this a limerick?
Oh, Gilligan's Island. Go.
Okay.
Okay.
I think we should do an acoustic show. Like, we should have a month every year where it's just acoustic.
You
Just-
have us going a year?
Why you
Nice
suck
positive
bad?
thinking.
As a tribute to
Unplugged.
Nirvana Unplugged.
Yes.
We'll wear wool sweaters.
And I'll blow my brains out. Dream come true.
every October, we should do in light of Sandy.
Sandy.
A Sandy
Fucking
tribute
Sandy.
show.
All
It's
proceeds
November.
will go to the survivors, us.
Do November, yeah. Because October we have to do a Halloween special.
Okay, yeah, this one's kind of related, I guess. This is another Salon article about how porn stars aren't actually damaged as we usually think of them.
Oh, I like
Now,
Shatter
do
of
you
the
mean
Myth.
Vaginal damage or like
Vaginal, not vaginal. Do you say clitoris or clitoris?
It depends on if I want to be an asshole.
You say clitoris.
Because if I want to be an
and
ass,
I
I'd say clitoris.
You say clitoris? Or you say clit? Babe, let me touch your clit.
I don't say that. I don't even think I say that word.
I hate
I
the
don't
word
think
clit.
that word's in
Stroke
my...
my clit.
Ugh.
Yeah, I don't think that's in my vocabulary.
What do you call it? The man in the boat?
No.
What do you call it?
The man.
The man in the boat.
What do you call it?
The love button. What do you-
Asshole.
The little bean.
Double click my mouse.
The magic
God.
bean.
Yeah.
The magic bean.
So when you think of a woman that does porn, like when you're watching porn, do you ever think about that woman's backstory? Like, how the fuck did she get into porn?
Yeah, she was molested by her dad.
Right. Exactly. That's the fucking stereotype that if you're in porn, you must have been sexually
Yes,
abused.
yeah, absolutely.
Which is like
No, that's
pretty
not true.
fucking ridiculous.
A lot of them just realize that makes them a lot of fucking money.
Yeah, they're sex addicts.
Yeah.
Like, they're women
or
who just
you
like
enjoy,
to get fucked.
Or you enjoy sex.
Right.
Yeah, this study compared
If I was hot, I'd
200
do
porn actresses to women who aren't in porn and of the same age and ethnicity, etc.
Compared what? though?
And they were like self-reports. So they found no higher incidence of sexual abuse as a child or psychological problems. Busted. Porn stars have higher levels of self-esteem and sexual satisfaction. Porn stars are more likely to have tried drugs, but not be addicts necessarily, like ecstasy, cocaine. Porn stars are more likely to identify as bisexual, had sex at earlier ages, and had more sex partners.
Now, what was that study? People who have sex at earlier ages tend to
Have less satisfying
satisfying partnerships.
relationships.
Yeah.
Relationships, not sex.
Like, I feel like it's very easy to be a porn star. Like, it's easy to get into it, basically. I mean, you
Well,
don't have to be super hot.
I don't really
you get
understand.
some boobies, and you basically just look good with a dick
Spread
in
'em.
your mouth.
But the fact that it's something to be embarrassed about.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I can't. Like when you find out someone you know did porn, it's like a scandal.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't believe they did porn.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
like everyone fucks.
Everyone
watches it.
Right.
So why is it
Right.
so taboo?
I don't think it's taboo. And same with strippers. I actually don't think that that's a horrible job, because a stripper goes out there and dances topless, and who gives a fuck?
And they
Well-
make so much money.
And they make so much money.
So much money.
And, you know,
And they do so much
unless you're in a
cocaine.
skeevy joint, like, no one's touching you. You're not, like, being
I
paid
agree.
to fuck anybody.
I've hung out with strippers before, and they do so much coke.
No, that's a generalization,
because
though.
they have so much money.
But that's a generalization. I remember I had a stripper come to a holiday party that I threw.
Oh,
remember her?
Yes.
And she showed up
Do you
dressed as Santa Claus, Mrs. Santa, and she had the C-section scar. And then I
Yeah,
wanted to kill
but
myself.
She was so hot. Do you remember what
She was so hot.
Do you remember what we paid her to do? What
well,
I did?
I got my first lap dance from her,
Right.
and she made me touch her
Did you do one-
her breast and her butt.
Did you
and
do
I was
one
like,
of the shots?
No.
Oh.
You were the only one
Ew,
that did
what
that.
did you
He did
do?
a crotch shot.
Yeah.
Where he laid on the ground and she put her vagina in his face and she poured a shot of alcohol down her vag, hitting the man in the boat and then into his mouth. And he was like, like a breastfeeding baby. And I was watching it and I thought, I will never have sex
So
again. I am
it was
disgusted.
clean shaven. There was no filter.
There was no hair.
No
She was
cheesecloth?
really cute. She was blonde.
Did you fuck her?
No, there was no fucking.
Me? No.
There was no fucking at that
Who,
party.
me?
No, not at the party.
No.
Stacy, did you fuck her?
Me? No.
No, she rode you pretty good,
She
though.
rode me. She
rode
likey
you.
me.
Yeah.
She was like, and I'm like, please stop.
That
please.
just screams
And
like
she had
yeast
big fake
infection.
boobs,
Yes.
too.
She had big fake boobies. She was blonde. She was actually wasn't very. Like, I think she was in like her late 30s.
Right.
She had like a nice body, but she wasn't like a young super girl. She
wasn't
was like a woman.
She wasn't super tight.
And she had C-section scars. And I looked over. My girlfriend Callie is like, "Oh my god, I'm going to kill myself. Look at the C-section scars." I'm like, now I feel like a dick. And I'm like, but we're probably paying for her kid's school, like their private school education right now. So then we talked ourselves out of being sad. But this one's getting like vodka shots of her pussy. Then the other one was an ass shot.
it was
She poured
eggnog.
it down her ass.
Wasn't it eggnog?
I don't remember. It was an interesting.
And then we
holiday.
burned a tree.
We burned a tree in the backyard, a Christmas
Legit.
tree. It was our Christmas party.
But that's the other thing this article talks about. Like, don't you think you would have to have high self-esteem to be able to take your clothes off in front
Yes.
of other people? Right.
Yes. Yes.
So it doesn't make sense that there's a stereotype that these women don't have any self-respect or self-esteem. But in reality, it takes fucking balls to take your clothes off.
You're
True.
right.
True
But
that.
also, I have to say, though, unfortunately, a lot of the girls.
Oh, jealous. They hate on each other.
No, stop it. That's not what I was going to say. They are insecure, and that's why they end up being drunk and high a lot because some
Yeah,
of them,
I can see
you
that.
know what I mean?
Or you're seeking validation by
True.
taking your drawers off.
Right. Like you want
Drawers.
people. You drawers.
By removing your drawers
You
and
bloomers. You bloomers.
You best not take off your drawers.
frock. Should we read some emails? Because I got some too.
Sure. I'm going to go to the bathroom.
Okay.
So
Good segue into fucking emails.
why don't you guys do the theme song?
Oh, what, the bathroom theme song?
No, the email.
Email theme song.
No. It's time for your emails.
Okay.
It's time to answer your emails.
It's time to answer your emails.
Okay.
And here we go.
And here we go. I have a follow-up from someone who sent me their cock and
All right.
and whose cock I
You insulted?
discussed on last episode.
Was it curved down?
Yes.
Oh, curved down guy. I remember him.
Oh, he has great things to say about you. Just wait.
Oh, I'll kick him in his curved down dick.
Molly, I heard you discuss my cock on episode 79. I figured I would elaborate for your study. I'm 39, Caucasian, of English descent. My cock is about 8 inches. Nice. And in my experience, girls have loved that it curves
Yeah,
down.
Me too.
When fucking a girl from behind or reverse cowgirl, it hits the G-spot frequently and causes squirting.
Wait.
Fuck
hold
yeah.
On. Let me
Causes squirting even if they don't. they're not a
reverse
squirter.
cowgirl.
I would assume the girl would have to be a squirter first as a prerequisite.
I think he's making the claim that I can make anyone squirt.
I think she just
Well,
peed on you.
I also butchered the sentence. It said, when fucking a girl from behind or reverse cowgirl, it hits the G-spot and frequently causes squirting.
Apparently, curved down dick guy has an 8-inch dick. What do you think? Comments.
Who's curved down
I'll
dick?
show you.
Oh, you weren't
This
at.
was Bear Den.
Here you go.
This was Bear Den talk. You weren't at Bear Den. Wait.
Wait.
Do we have a picture of the dick?
Yeah.
Wait, what am I
just
looking
showed
at?
her. You're looking at a cock.
Oh, that's a woman?
Yes.
First of all, you have to shave,
Can I
dude.
see
That's
dick?
fucking a lot of hair. That's a lot. Look
Again.
at
Yeah.
the hair.
Whatever.
It looks like an asshole. It
Okay.
looks like an asshole with a
Okay.
penis.
First of all.
Stacey said it, not me.
First of all.
Wait, I didn't even get to the postscript.
Wow.
Wait. P.S. Tell your boy Toy John that he is a dirty-assed freak. I've asked everyone I know, guys and girls, if they wipe sitting or standing. Nobody said standing. Bitch.
Let me look at that penis again.
Okay.
Yeah.
That he claims this is him.
Yes.
So he got a chick to take this picture
Yes.
with him.
Well,
or maybe
I'm
she didn't know.
assuming, no, it's probably someone.
No, he pulled.
Well,
he clip
I'm sure
art.
he got her consent, but not to send it to us.
Bullshit. He got it off of a website.
That's a lot of hair.
I don't mind.
I can't get past that.
Hair doesn't bother me at all.
That is a lot of
It's
hair.
everywhere.
I've been with
Your
bigger bushes.
hair is
Everywhere.
Really?
Singing
Dashboard unplugged.
infidelities. And that's not 8 inches.
it's
Could
a
be.
nice cock, though. It's thick.
This is, yeah.
Yeah.
It's thick.
A nice
I can
thick
almost
cock
feel it in
would
my
be
hand.
appreciated.
I can feel the bourgeois in my hand.
And your cum is really chunky, dude. Like, do something about
Yeah,
that.
drink some water, dude.
That could be 8 inches.
Thin that shit out.
Drink some apple juice, bro. Have some maple syrup, bro.
Bruh.
Here's another nice email. Gotta say your voice is incredibly sexy. New listener and love the show. I expressed this on Facebook and was told by... Oh, did I read this one already?
No.
Probably.
And was told to send a dick pic, which
Yes,
sounds
this is
like
the guy I told you. I told him to send you.
Yeah.
a cock. He thought I was joking.
Sounds like I'm
serious.
setting myself up to be the focus of why you suck in bed. And yes, I'm quite happy with my dick. I refuse to say cock. But damn, your
Just
voice is
did.
amazing and quite stimulating. Keep up the good work so I can continue to listen to that voice of yours. You're welcome.
Can I repeat that nobody sends me cock shots, and I've been on the air for
You don't
almost
ask
3
enough.
years.
You didn't ask.
I shouldn't have to ask
didn't
you fucking assholes. Don't you? I mean, really?
You gotta ask a dude for his dick.
I've said this many times. You're dignified.
You're supposed to be the doctor.
Exactly.
Oh, I got another email from someone saying they stand when they wipe.
Wow.
Holler.
Yeah.
It's a movement.
He asked
It's a
how,
bowel
movement.
movement.
He asked how disgusted are you right now? Very.
All right. I also met a woman this week whose husband sits when he pees, just like Rob Sprance.
I don't give a
What?
He's a pee sitter.
I did not know that.
I didn't know Rob sits.
That is a deal breaker for me.
What do you, it's a deal breaker.
I'm
for
never-
what? You're going to quit the
fuck him?
show?
I'm never gonna
You're not gonna
date
fuck
Rob.
him?
Sorry, Rob.
Why? Why?
I just blurted
Okay.
that out like an asshole.
Good asshole. I have an email from a guy named Z.
Sweet.
All right.
I only sit when I pee if I have a boner, so it doesn't spray all over the place.
Awesome.
So like,
High five, bro.
I'll sit reverse style and pee.
What?
Like Butters?
Yeah, like Butters. Yeah, like,
No, you don't.
Oh.
You don't do that.
when I have
my
boners.
God.
Yeah,
Why did I fuck you?
because
I'm asking myself the same question.
I am looking out for the next person that's going to sit on the bowl. Because Jeff,
By
back
rubbing
me up
your
on this.
dick all over
No.
it.
When you
No,
ha-
don't
hold
even
on, hold
say
on,
it.
hold on.
I'm not.
When
I'm
you
not.
have when you have a boner, you're going to tell me you don't spray all over the place if you try and pee.
Of course.
There's some post-fornication forking going
and
on.
it-
Yes.
yes,
Yeah.
okay.
You
When
clean
the
it
shit,
up.
when the shit's
Clean it
swollen,
up.
when it's swollen like that,
Yeah.
it's like holding a hose and it sprays all over the place.
You gotta maneuver it. You gotta do some fancy footwork sometimes.
I like to
you
make
know?
sure it's.
I don't know.
Is it true that you guys, if you have to pee in the middle of fucking, it's like, fuck.
You
I really,
can't-
you
Yeah,
can't come.
Yeah,
Can't come.
yeah, you
That
got
happens a lot. You know, I don't know why. I must date guys that drink a lot because they're always like, I gotta pee.
I remember being on my knees in a parking lot outside a car, thinking, "Fuck 'em!" On my knees in a parking lot, pissing, and I was just fucking some chick. This is my life.
You can't get the nut out though,
Exactly.
because
that's
it's
that's
like
why I was on my knees in a parking lot. I gotta piss.
There's two different types of pisses too when you're fucking. There's one where it's like you're afraid you might pee inside of her,
Yes.
and then there's the other one where you just can't get the nut out because it hurts so much that you have to pee.
There's the burn.
Ew.
Too complicated.
And either one is
I learned
shitty.
so much. From
I
this
find
podcast.
that when if
But-
I have a slight urge to pee, it enhances the orgasm.
Yeah, it's like that for a lot of women. I think it pushes your G spot like
Yeah.
somewhere.
Yeah. Somewhere.
It pushes it somewhere.
A lot of
The
times,
bladder is your friend.
the boner won't go away though, which makes the peeing part even harder.
And that's why you straddle your fucking
That's why
bowl.
I'll straddle it up, and fucking throw the cock.
But then,
right in.
if that happens and you can't nut because you have to pee, do you get blue balls?
blue balls, I already discussed
Oh, yeah,
this
you
on the
don't
show.
think
It doesn't
it exists.
fucking exist. It's
It
bullshit.
does.
I don't give a fuck what anyone says.
It does
Whatever.
exist.
It's bullshit.
Why? You know, you're like the asshole that says
How
there's no
many-
global
and this is
warming.
what it comes
no,
down-
science. Fuck science.
This was like you
World
talk-
according to
you
John,
talk like you have a
educating
dick
John.
swinging
Ed-
between your
I
legs.
do. I do.
That scares
You haven't been
me.
down there in a while.
Shit, that's what's hiding in the bush.
Nobody has.
We got a snake in that bush.
This is what happens when you sew it up.
All right, I have an email from a guy named Z.
Z. Is it Zed?
No. Hey, guys, I heard on one of your episodes you wanted to know how to make your cum shoot out instead of just gush. It's actually quite simple, and I think any male can do it.
Yeah.
The process is similar to that of a super soaker. All you need to do is build up pressure so that you can gain speed and distance. Right. When you only pump once or twice with a soaker, you get a dribble. But with a massive amount of pressure, you'll shoot like a pro. First thing you need to do to get that pressure is to normally pleasure yourself. Once you feel you're close, don't come. P.S. This will probably work better if you haven't already emptied a tank.
Yeah, that's true.
So I would suggest not doing any practice swings. Try to edge it if you can, but if you feel you're going to let the Johnimal out, stop. Do some foreplay. So Johnimal is the equivalent of nut now.
I am now.
You are now a load.
Can we look that up on Urban Dictionary? Is it in there?
Okay.
I'm going to release the Johnimal on you.
Do some foreplay while waiting for your body to calm down to pass the time and keep your partner entertained. Try doing what Stacy said back in a previous episode about having good sex. But don't go flaccid. When you feel you're good to go, start building up pressure again. You can continue to build up pressure, but if you think you're good, you should be able to fire away. Try to make that finish epic, and remember to have your target ready, since you won't have time to aim safely, which can cause massive cleanup issues like Sandy. Hope this helped you and the crowd. Love the show, so let me give my 2 cents on the team. Everyone loves to critique us. Have you noticed that? Everyone just, John, I hated you at first for being really crude, but you really lay it all out there, and I think you're a cool dude now. Keep rocking, and don't let anyone get you down.
No, thanks, bud.
TP, you're one of the coolest guys ever. I'm sorry your heart has been through hell, but such is the life of a rocker and hard as you. I predict that within a week of reading this, you'll score big, and also the show is nothing without you.
Oh, he's a medium.
Stacy.
Like Long Island medium?
Oh, here it goes. Oh, Stacy, you are the original and always helpful.
The OG.
I can write in the Johnimal
I
maker.
can't really improve on perfection, but if I had to say one thing, stop ripping on John so hard. But that's just an opinion.
Go easy on me, baby.
Fuck you. You know what?
Build up the pressure. Build up the pressure.
Hey, Z.
And then
Z, you fuck John and tell me what you think. All right. New girl.
New girl. Hey.
Sorry I forgot your name. Oh. And I'm too lazy to Google it.
Such an avid listener.
I kind of don't like you.
Busted.
But like John, you're rated to grow on me.
Okay.
You definitely have found your place on the show, and I can't even remember the old girl. Kathy? Kathleen?
This guy's good with names.
You all rock, and good luck in the future. P.S. I was the underage guy in the older episodes, but I'm in college now, and let's just say your advice is very helpful.
Hey.
Thank God he's of age now.
As if I take your opinion seriously.
The pressure thing is true, though.
Names.
If you get close and then stop and then get close and then stop and then get close, when you do nut,
you
get a fucking rocket.
When you Johnimal.
But who has that time every time? Sometimes you just want to fucking nut.
John's a busy guy.
I got shit to do, son.
All right, TP's got to get me a new email.
I want to nut and leave.
Fetch me an email.
Fetch me an email, TP. Cheerio.
He comes back with it balancing on his nose.
Which reminds me, Henry the Ninth is itching to get back on. I'd like to see his take on Sandy. I'm sure he wasn't affected. I'm sure he had a houseboat going down the fucking street.
Would he be on a show that doesn't
affected?
have his entrance music?
I don't know.
He would not.
He would
bring
probably,
his own musicians
in.
in.
He'd come with trumpeters.
Right. We'd have to get an actual band. What? I don't know what I'm saying. You can edit that out.
Already working on it.
All right, here's Derek Muhammad, who I think is in love with Molly.
No, the new girl.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hey,
what's up, Doc?
Hey, new girl.
John, TP, and the great Molly. I hope all is well after Sandy. No, it's not. No. I love your show. It brings light to a dark workday. And TP, your on-cue sound clips are nothing short of genius. And your music is great also. Keep up the good work.
I wish I had something to play. Thank you.
What you putting up there?
We need more Molly segments and less John rants.
Uh,
No offense, John. It's just
can it
most
be
of your
Molly
rants
plays
are
the recorder?
about bullshit.
Bullshit.
Plus, the Johnimal.
Hey, why don't you let your testicles drop and then talk to me?
Plus, the Johnimal reminds me of the puppet animal from the Muppets.
Yeah. Well, that's where it came from, you dick. That's why my fucking Twitter picture is fucking animal, you moron.
Don't insult our listeners. Only I can do that.
A quick question. Since Callie's gone, isn't it time for a new picture with my Molly replacing Callie? What happened to the side-by-side shot? We're in.
Oh, your Molly is working on it.
We hired a
We have
photographer
a
last night.
wonderful new photographer. She is so fucking hot. Sorry. Okay.
Oh, God. We hired her last night. Fucking TP's going to fuck
Wait,
her and
you
then
hired a
ruin the
chick?
entire thing. Yeah, and she wants to do nudes of us. Is that okay, Molly?
As long as I can watch.
Yep.
Shit.
That's A-okay with me, because I have high self-esteem, and I like to be naked.
And you don't have a drug problem.
Nope.
And she
And I was not
molested as a
sexually
child.
abused.
What?
I can't wait to show off my C-section scars. Okay.
And all the stretch marks from the kids that popped out. All 27 of them.
I really wish our emails was less constructive criticism and more sex questions.
Yeah, well, you know, people know what they're doing, apparently. Everybody's Siskel and Ebert all of a sudden.
Here's another one.
Are they both dead? Am I-
No, actually,
I think
Ebert
one
is
of
just
them-
deformed.
Okay.
He is!
We're the most
Just a-
politically correct podcast on air.
He had mouth cancer or something, and then he got all fucked up.
He's an amorphic blob of skin and bone.
And critique.
All right, Alicia. Hi, everyone. I love you guys no matter what. I'm a big fan of the Riotcast Network, and I love every single one of you on Why You Suck in Bed, and I am not bashing or being mean by any means.
Oh, yeah, but my 2 cents.
I missed the old podcasts. The podcasts that were more structured, educational, and more planned out, not just a group of 4 to 5 people sitting around talking randomly about feces and how to poop. I really
I missed those two.
That was Sandy's fault, Alicia.
I really enjoyed and missed the shows when you guys would read emails, do Stacy shit, then get into John's rants and Molly's stuff. That's the stuff that
Agreed.
attracted me and keep me
All right,
interested
it
in the
was a couple of
podcast.
episodes.
The last few podcasts have been a messy disaster.
Oh,
I
We're
know.
working on
it
it.
was a hurricane mess.
I know the hurricane plays a huge part because Stacy wasn't there to keep everyone in line.
Exactly.
And I'm thankful for all you guys are safe, but I thought I would write in and tell you guys that I miss the more structured shows instead of the random babbling. The random stories are fun and entertaining, but not the entire hour show. Glad you guys are safe, and I hope your personal lives get back to normal. Much love, Alicia. You know what, dude? You're right. Like, we are a fucking
100%.
mess. Right now, I am
We feel
reading your
bad.
email off of Jeff's cell phone because we don't have a computer. We barely have electricity. I don't have heat, hot water, or electricity.
Me neither.
John has no home, and Molly's okay, but she's
Molly came out okay.
I'm just sad.
but we're doing we could easily take this time off and not give you a show, but we figured we'll give you bullshit rather than nothing.
Don't you want to know about bestiality?
We're
Jesus.
sorry. We're trying.
We did talk
We're
about
dry.
feces a lot.
Yeah.
We are trying.
I think we have a no shit rule for a while.
You know why? Because I had sewage running down my streets because
Right
of
after I
Sandy.
said that.
So I think we're all just really.
We're pooped out.
For those that didn't live through Sandy, I mean, we joke, but it
Don't
It was
understand.
really bad.
It sucked.
It still
I
is
lost
bad.
power for 7 days.
It
John's
is-
house, I don't know if it has power still.
No.
Still doesn't have power. And the hurricane was literally a month ago.
Yeah, and our studio is destroyed.
Yes. It's going to take a lot of money for me to fix it up, so please donate.
That waterfront studio.
Please.
So, guys, we're not trying to be dicks. We really are just trying to entertain, even though we're all dying inside.
If you haven't figured out, we're not professional comedians. we don't know what the fuck we're doing.
Especially me.
So, you know,
And we're living with our fucking parents.
except me.
All right.
I live alone, a miserable life.
Oh, stop.
Yeah, what's
In this beautiful
I think
apartment.
that might be more fun than living with my parents.
It is. It is. Yeah.
Sorry,
Okay, ready?
Mom and Dad, we love you.
Here's an email from Ron. I was listening to the Kaka episode, and I found myself wanting to vomit for the first 15 minutes of the show.
I don't blame you. Same
I'm a
here.
father of a young child, and I've changed my fair share of diapers before toilet training, but I have no stomach for poop. Vomit fine, blood fine, but poop and my stomach gets weaker than arguments against gay marriage. Aw.
Oh, that was a good throw-in.
I was driving while listening and found myself wanting to heave after 10 minutes. I'm sorry. Bottom line, poorly timed bad pun. John is a freak for standing to wipe. Him
Amen.
and his brother. Shitters are for sitting. Period. Besides,
when you're shitting.
I hate taking dumps because my dick always hits the water. Not fun. I like
Big
this
dick
guy.
problems.
Aside from scatological terror, here's a question for you all to toss around.
Sweet.
I've been married for over 10 years, and recently my wife has informed me that she does not care for oral sex anymore.
Getting it or giving it?
Well, wait, can you let me finish?
I'm sorry.
Ron has a lot to talk about.
All right, Ron, go.
I used to do this with her quite frequently, almost every time we had sex, and perhaps at times to excess. There have been times where it was for over an hour straight, and my tongue has actually been sprained on a few occasions, once getting lockjaw. Wow.
Damn, that's a fucking
Very
dedicated dude right there.
As you may tell, I really get off on doing it. I asked why she no longer enjoyed it, and she said that it wasn't that she didn't orgasm, but they were getting too intense and that she felt it was too messy. I'm not quite sure why she has had this change of heart, but I've noticed she tries to keep me from moving below her waist anytime I head in that general direction during sex. She assures me that she just has lost interest in that particular act and not me, myself. However, I will say this aversion to oral sex has started. Our sex life has dropped off significantly.
Sounds fishy.
There's a bum moment.
Talking to her seems to elicit the idea that she looks at it all being quite messy, dirty even, and I'm truly at a loss. Have one of you had an experience like this or something similar, Ron?
It's supposed to be messy. I mean, that means you're doing it right. As if it's getting
Ron,
I'd rather lose my left arm than never have a guy go down on me again.
If you're not, Ron's
That's
obviously
a bold fucking statement.
he's obviously doing it right. If it's messy,
I don't know that it's right, Ron. You're not the issue here, obviously. But
no.
your
definitely
wife.
not.
Think back. Was there might have been an episode. Women can get very sensitive when it comes to like their bodies, and maybe there was a time where she perceived it as maybe
you not liking
it, being unattractive. Maybe she thought it was gross. There's something going on here, and if she's still having sex with you,
She had an odor.
yeah.
Right.
I think you need to reassure her that it turns you on. Because, yeah, you could feel like the guy's doing it just because he knows you like it, not because he wants to.
Yeah, play it off like that she's doing you a favor.
Right.
Right?
Because, I mean, she says she's orgasming, and then she said it becomes too intense.
that sounds
Yeah,
like
or
bullshit.
maybe you're just doing it for too long. Because
Maybe, yeah.
Sometimes you gotta pry your guy out.
Yeah, if it goes on for too long, it does get too intense, and it actually starts hurting. So maybe you need to
tell her to pull his head out.
maybe do it in shorter periods. I feel
Or
bad.
tell her to
I feel
give
bad
you a
for
sign
him.
when you should stop.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it sounds like he knows what he's doing. He's in there. He's
Yeah.
getting in there, getting dirty. That's
Sounds
how-
like she's a little embarrassed if she keeps bringing it back to the messy situation.
Yeah,
Messy. That's an interesting
or
word
dirty,
to use.
dirty too.
Dirty.
Yeah,
Something happened. Something happened.
Or put a towel.
she's
down.
fixated on something.
Yeah, she can't get past something that happened.
She cheated on him.
Ooh, Jeffrey.
Dropping the bomb.
Why do you say that?
She feels guilty because she probably was with another guy.
Who went down on her?
Yeah.
Or fucked it.
I
I mean,
Ron
not
just
saying
killed himself, Jeff.
I'm bringing you into
I'm
my
not saying
world,
that's
Ron.
what's
Ron,
going on,
I
but
don't
it's
know.
for sure a possibility.
I'm sure he's thought of this, but look, that's not necessarily the reason.
No.
Of course, Jeff's
not.
going to bring that
Of course,
up.
Yeah.
I go there because that's my life.
Because he's a cynic.
All right, so Ron, I'm
The glass
sorry.
is not just empty; it's fucking broken and shoving it in my goddamn ass.
I'm sorry, Ron. We don't have a magic wand or a crystal ball,
To make your wife like cunnilingus.
but we're just trying to kind of hypothesize.
That's a shitty problem to have.
It is a
too.
shitty
Like,
problem. But like I said, in the past, the people I've spoken to who have a problem suddenly with oral sex, it's usually because something traumatic happened. Some kind of disgusting or what they
Like,
perceived
did she
as disgusting.
queef? Did she fart?
Something
accidentally?
happened.
It was probably something that it didn't even bother you or faze you, but that she
Well,
was
did she
like-
have a baby recently? I mean, there's another thing. You said you have kids. After you have a vaginal birth, things can change down there. Maybe something happened. Maybe it is feeling weird to her. Maybe after having a baby, she has an entire different view of her vagina.
Right.
I don't know.
And a woman can feel insecure no matter how much you reassure her.
Exactly.
And I know the feeling because of people that don't like having their dicks up. Not naming names.
Yeah, but she did. But she did
know.
like it. She did like it.
Maybe
See, that's the thing.
I mean, it's also possible that she didn't to begin with.
And she was faking.
Yeah.
That's a lot of lying.
So he got lockjaw for no reason.
That's a lot of fucking lying.
That's mean.
That's 10 years of lying. That's
mean.
bullshit. If that's the case, divorce her
Maybe
ass.
she's like, fuck it, I'm 65 and I don't need to get my pussy eaten if I don't like it.
She probably got advice from Cosmo.
Probably.
Fucking Cosmo.
Tell your husband it's too messy.
Oh.
Just keep getting eaten out for 10 years, then tell him it's messy. And you're off the hook.
It'll be fine. It'll strengthen your marriage.
That basically sounds like Cosmo.
All right, goodbye, Cosmo endorsement.
Peace.
Yeah, like they would endorse us.
I'm spent.
And I'm
Keeping
spent.
this smile on this face is exhausting.
Yeah.
When I'm dying
You're
inside.
all-
I think we're all being
You all make me
a
wanna
tad
kill myself.
melodramatic.
Seriously.
Living with your parents isn't that bad. Imagine your parents weren't near here and you had to fucking...
Imagine how
what the
much-
fuck would you do? Live in a shelter?
Probably, and I'd have a lot of sex
You know how much...
with
There's
homeless men.
There's
Live
a
on
red
Jeff's
couch.
tiny couch?
Jeff, your
I
couch,
told you it pulls out.
but your that's what she
Yeah,
said.
that's what you
Yeah.
said.
Your couch is built for a little person.
A little D note.
It's got Barney DNA on the pull-out bed.
Oh. Did Barney bang on that?
No, he just, he drips, he uses.
Does he fuck the couch?
Wait, so now I have a visual. So you were in there with Brooklyn,
Yeah,
and Barney was sleeping here.
with the sleep apnea.
And she wouldn't fuck you? That's fucked up. That's not cool. She was looking for an excuse. You have a door.
That is fucked up because if someone's fucking snoring like that, at least you know they're asleep.
And they can't, right. They're
At
not
least he
listening to you.
wasn't dead silent.
He's
so
not
you don't
beating
know.
off to you
Right.
having sex.
This brings me back to, I don't know why I'm surprised that she's being an asshole.
Yeah, I see it clearly now. The rain has gone.
The clouds have
Meow. All right.
No more emails or questions?
No, I think we're going to, this is a wrap.
Really?
It's a wrap.
Has it been like 10 minutes?
Yeah.
Plus an hour.
So maybe next time we tape, we'll actually have like a studio.
Maybe.
Hopefully.
And then we can actually have like a show?
Oh
we
my
can have
god.
we can have a
Question mark?
holiday special.
Question mark?
We can have a
Oh my
holiday.
god, as
special.
long as you don't improv lyrics to Jingle Bells again.
Did I do that?
You didn't
Yes.
like that?
When did I do
Not
that?
particularly.
Like
Like
your
5
last
episodes
episode.
ago.
Hey,
Before,
the Jew doesn't like Christmas songs.
What did I do?
I believe it was on the shit episode.
I did.
Go back
Something
and listen.
about
I
vaginas
don't
and
remember
porn
that
stars.
either.
You know what? I probably blacked out.
Yeah.
I believe the lyrics were little vagina, little vagina.
Oh, really? Oh my
Yes.
god! I got to listen to that.
You
I don't
listen to
remember
the
that.
show far too much.
I do. I listen to each episode.
Little
twice.
vagina. How about vagina, vagina, vagina? We made it out of clay, and when
I like
it's
that
dry and ready, vaginas we will play.
Diddle,
like that.
diddle, 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 dildos.
Oh my god. Let's
Oh,
not.
where's the gunshot?
Yeah.
All right, everybody, have a nice life. We're all gonna die now.
Bye.
Bye.